Hello guys, today we will talk about the team's overall sales during the season. As you may remember, I decided to start applying the sell to agent strategy in this team at the beginning of the season. Besides applying the sell to agent strategy, I also bought some players to make the team better. With such players, I was not expecting any profit. I just wanted to use them to improve the team at low cost. In a previous video of the series, I showed you some of the first players I bought. If you haven't seen that episode of the series, check the video in the cards. Now I'm going to show you everything that happened regarding our sales during the season. The season is not over yet, but I already sold most players I was planning to. I have just two more players to sell this season. Let's check our transfer history. You can see that I bought more than I sold. This was expected, as some of the players I bought will only be sold next season. Out of the players bought, some of them were not expected to generate profit. For instance, this guy, a striker, I planned to sell him after 6 weeks with profit, but when the time came, he was playing so well that I decided to hold him until the end of the season to help us try to beat the champions. As you can see from his numbers, he's been playing very well. He's the best scorer of my group, and he is very far from the other strikers. It was a very good purchase. In the end, after I sell him, probably in the last week of the season, maybe the week before, but most likely the last one, I expect to have a final cost with him of 2.5 million. I think it's a very good price to pay for having such a player for the whole season. This other guy is also a striker. He plays in my first lineup together with the other striker I just showed you. He is still blooming, but his TI is low, as you can see in his graph. He's making 6. He had 9 before, but now he has just 6. Therefore, I don't expect him to produce any profit for me. But he is also playing fantastically, as you can see his numbers. I should sell him at the end of his bloom, which coincides with the end of the season. If I sell him for agent price, I expect to have a loss of 1 million, which I consider very good based on how he's playing. But since he has good skills and he's young, maybe some players bid on him and I ended up earning more than just the agent's price. This other guy is a left back. You don't see anything here because he has been deleted from the game. I sold him for agent price. You still see him here, but he doesn't play in the game anymore. This one I held only for 6 weeks. He was playing well, as you can see through his numbers. Not as good as the other ones, but okay. But I had other good options for the position, which is the reason why I decided to sell him. When I sold him, he was still blooming, but his TI was quite low, even lower than the other guy I just showed you. If I held him for longer, I would have had a bigger loss. During the time he stayed in the team, considering the price I paid for him and the price I sold, I ended up having a loss of 1.8 million, which I consider to be okay, since he helped the team to have good results. This guy is the last one I bought for the team. Unfortunately, he got injured in the last match. I cannot have him for the next 3 matches, but he's been playing well too. Look, in his first 3 matches, he scored 3 goals and got this overall rating. I improvise him as a central midfielder, as I don't play with a left midfielder. In past videos, I explained you what are the reasons for me not to play with wingers. This improvisation may cause him not to play the best of his football. Anyway, I'm planning to sell him after 6 weeks, as he is old already, he is past 30 years old. His bank price will decrease faster, and his skills too. Since I bought him for half of his agent price, as you can see here, this is what I paid. I just bought him. This is his bank price at this moment. Based on that, by the time I sell him, I expect to have no loss. The cost will be practically zero. His sale will be self-paid. All of these simulations to access the final costs I do using the Traders Calculator, which is a script, this part here of the page that you see. This is a very powerful script that I presented to you in a past video. In case you don't know it yet, check the video you see in the cards now. Now talking only about players I bought for the sell to agent strategy, the total of players sold was 10. All of the Italian players you see on the list are either from my youth academy or players that were created in the team. For the sell to agent strategy, I only sold foreigners this season. The total profit I made with the strategy was around 9 million. But thanks to the players I bought, I was able to sell some of those created with the team, some Italians you see here. If I consider those, the total profit will be around 20 million. It's not much, I know, but it's money that helped me develop the facilities of the team. Besides, some of those players helped the team to achieve good results during the season, and also we still have many players to sell next season. I hope we can make better profit with them. The player who produced the biggest profit for me was this one. I made around 2.2 million with him. If you compare the prices, you see a bigger difference, but I have to consider the wages I paid for him. And he was very useful for the team, as you can see through his numbers. Then it may have been one of my best deals in the season. That's all for this video, guys. If you have questions, write them down below. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. See you soon.